Hi, we'll get started today. Seated mountain. Sit up nice and tall. Shoulders down away from your ears, palms open. That little imaginary tug at the top of your head getting you nice and tall in your chair. Couple big breaths in and out through the nose. Next, exhale, let the chin drop to the chest, head just hangs. As you inhale again, head comes back up to center. Back of the head starts to drop towards the spine and the chin raises. You want to try to get a nice stretch on the front of the body. And if you're really tight, you might even have to open your mouth a little bit to accommodate that stretch. Do the best you can with what you got. Next inhale, bring the head back up to center. We're going to look to the right. And if you get your sides mixed up, don't worry about that. On your next inhale, we're going to switch sides. So flip around. Head turns to the left. All right. Back to the right. And swing around back to the other side. All right, back to your center. And drop the arms, swing a mountain up, and you are reaching as if you're being pulled both directions as you go. Arms down on your exhale. And again, nice big one. Sweep it up and out. Okay, one more. And this is going to be a twist this time. Swing them up and out. On your when you get them up there, turn to the one to the right. And arms come down. Your hand can grab the chair. Hand can be on the knee, and you can twist it around a little bit. Remember to breathe. On your next inhale, we're going to use the arms. Swing them out and up. Twist. And down on your exhale. Same thing. You can grab the chair. You can spin it around. And again, let's do that. Swing them out and up. Twist. Arms down for your hold. All right, and one more time. Swing them out and up. Twist around and down. All right. Out and up on your next inhale. Twist around. We're going to come arms in the air. We're going to come halfway forward and hold that. Feet are pressed into the floor. A seated chair. Nice core work. Make sure your feet are pressing down so it engages the legs. Arms are extending long as if you're being pulled, but your bottom is glued to the seat. Next inhale, come all the way back up, arms stay in the air. Exhale, halfway forward and hold that again. Next inhale, all the way back up, halfway halfway forward again. Hold that. Tight belly. Feet pressing. Arms reaching. And next inhale, come all the way back up. Arms come down. Give them a little shake. Shoulder roll. One direction. Pause. Go the other way. Okay. So let us do a forward fold. Swing them out and up on your inhale. Arms come down as you come down to with the belly to the thighs. Fingertips towards the floor and head hangs. That low back stretch out. When you're ready, swing them out and up. Come all the way. Arms down on your exhale. Okay, so let's stand up with the seat of the chair facing us. Make sure all four corners of the chair are securely on your mat. Okay, so let's start with cat-cow. Bend the knees a little bit, lean over, grab our chair. Thumbs are well supported, fingers grab around the end. Walk it back if you need to, feet about hips distance apart. On your inhale, excuse me, eyes look up, butt tries to curl to the ceiling even if you need to bend the knees a little. And on your exhale, everything rounds and link it with your breath. Really want to try and tuck that tailbone as you go. Next exhale, just come to stillness. We're going to do a forward fold. So you can probably step forward just a little bit. Forearms to the chair. Straight, head relaxes, straighten the legs. Let the back of the body open. If it's too much, put a little bend in the knee just until it takes the pressure off. Or I should say so much of it releases a little bit of the stretch. You still want to make sure that you're getting some, so bend the knees and then come to a comfortable spot. All right, hip stretch from here. Feet don't move. We're going to shift our weight into the left foot just until you get a stretch from the hip down the side of the leg. And again, head just continues to relax down. And we're going to switch sides, shifting weight into the right just until you come until excuse me. So you get a stretch from the hip all the way down to the almost the ankle on me. And we'll swap sides again. And one more shift. All right, and back to center. So from here, we are going to come into down dog. Hands on the chair. Take a couple steps back, couple baby steps. Figure out what works for you. Head's gonna drop between the upper arm bones, hands on the chair, and heels to the floor if you can. You are reaching those hips back. Head hangs between the upper arm bones. Arms and legs are as straight as you can get them. And you can put a little bend in the knee if you needed to. All right. We're going to step the left foot up. Legs are straight. Head to knee pose. So thumbs are supported, fingers grip around. Figure out your feet. When you're ready, you can let the head start to hang. If you feel like you could go a little bit farther, because I know a few of you can, and you probably already have started, you can walk down your chair. You want to feel a nice stretch from the ankle of the front leg all the way up the back of the leg to the butt. Nice strong stretch. Go wherever is most comfortable for you. You can always walk down again on your chair. And remember, this is all modified stuff. You are doing the best you can with what you got. All right. Wherever you are, walk back up to your seat. You're going to bend that left knee. Readjust your feet. Warrior one. Tighten the, allergies are kicking. You're going to tighten the belly, let go, swing the arms out in front of you, and bring yourself up. Thumbs point back behind you. Left knee is bent, or whichever one is closest to the chair, and back leg is reaching. Eyes in front. If you have a lot of balance issues, eyes to the hands if you need a little bit more. All right, next exhale, come all the way down. Forward fold, so you're going to step right to meet left, come down to the forearms, straighten the legs when you're ready. Always adjusting the feet. All right. Back to the hands. Right foot is near the chair, or whichever one you weren't using before. Large step back with the left. All right, get those feet settled. If this is enough for you, that's fine. If it's too much on the front leg, put a little bend in it, just to take the pressure off the stretch. Get comfortable in a pose before you do anything else. Let the head start to hang. I'm going to walk my way down the chair a little bit because I know I can go a little farther, but go wherever you're most comfortable. On your next inhale, you're going to walk back up to your hands, warrior one. So that right knee is going to bend. Adjust the feet, tighten the belly, swing the arms, and bring yourself up. When I do that, my belly is tight and my foot closest to the chair presses in and gives me that push. Back leg is reaching, arms are reaching. I can do a little bit more balance, so my eyes are to the sky. Whatever works. Next exhale, all the way back down. We are going to do, we're going to do down dog. So we're going to step back with the right foot, readjust, heels reach into the floor. As the head drops between the upper arm bones, hips are reaching back, away from the chair. Try to relax into this. Again, bend the knees if you need to. All right, walk it towards the chair. We're going to do a version of tabletop, but this time we're going to come to forearms. So down to the forearms. You can interlock your fingers, you can just keep fists, you can hold on to the chair. For some reason I like to cup one hand into the other. So this is, I guess, no, not tabletop. A version of dolphin. Let me say that. All right. So feet are a little bit closer together. What are we going to call this? Split flipper dolphin. How about that? Because it's actually, it's actually a version of down dog. So feet a little closer together. Head does not touch the chair. And when you're ready, right leg kicks out and up as high as you can get it, keeping it straight. And even if you just toe touch, that's perfect. Bring that down, bend the knees. We're going to do the other side. When you're ready, left leg kicks out and up as high as you can get it. And again, if toe touch is all you can do or hover above, that's fine. Bring that leg back down, bend the knees. All right, let's come up to hands. Walk yourself towards your chair. Bend your knees for back safety and stand up. We're going to flip the chair around. So again, all 4 feet of the chair on the mat. Make sure you iron out those wrinkles of the mat. They can happen. We're going to stand up behind our chair, nice and tall and mountain. Chest is open, shoulders roll down away from the ears. Okay, so give everything a little wiggle. We're going to do star pose. We're going to start with putting all our weight in the left foot. You have your chair here if you need it. All the weight in the left foot. Right foot flexes and comes out to the side. So we're going to start with we're going to do opposite leg and arm. Okay, so if this is your star pose, perfectly fine. Find a spot on the wall to stare at, and I don't claim to be perfect, and let go with the other hand. Even if you have to hover, even if it's just a fingertip, I'm not perfect, I wiggle. Do the best you can with what you got, and release that. Arms down. Wiggle out the knees. All right, same thing other side. Right foot plants. Left foot kicks out to the side. Foot is flexed. Right arm out. If this is your star pose, perfect. Find a spot on the wall. Hover, fingertip. Let go. Whatever works. Better on this side. All right, release that. Wiggle out the knees, half dog. Fingertips on the back of the chair, walk it back. Hips reach back, head stays between the upper arm bones. Next, inhale, slowly come back up. We're going to walk towards our chair. We're going to do triangle. Right foot takes the large step back. Left foot points to the chair. Right foot, right toes, point to the long side. And our hips are squared to the long side of the mat. When you're ready, and you can use your chair if you need to rather than your leg. When you're ready, right arm swings out and up as you slowly tilt down the leg. And you can use your chair. Mine folds a little too quick, but you can use your chair to do this, or down your leg. And you always have your chair here if you need to. Eyes to the side, wherever you are. To adjust here and make my stance a little farther apart. Tighten your belly, bring yourself all the way back up. Wide leg forward fold. Shift the foot, the left foot, to the long side of the mat. Bend the knees for back safety. Come all the way over. Situate the hands. Straighten the legs. Head hangs. Again, if you can't keep the legs straight without screaming, bend them. And the farther apart your feet are from each other, the easier it is. So if you are one of the people who always take a little tiny step back, you are doing yourself a disservice. However, do what is comfortable for you. If you feel safer with feet closer, by all means, just know that you have to adjust. All right, we're going to come up out of this. Bend those knees, slowly come back up. We're going to wiggle the feet together until we're back in mountain. Stand up nice and tall. Remember, chest open, butt sticks out. All right. Give everything a nice little shake. Start over. So, we're going to do half dog. Walk it back. Arms extend long, legs long. Reach back with those hips. Head stays between the upper arm bones. All right. Now, from here, you can actually take a large step forward with the right foot or walk towards the chair, whichever works for you. I'm going to adjust. Left toes point to the long side of the mat, right toes point to the chair for triangle. Left arm swings out and up as you slide down the leg or hold on to your chair, whichever works. Eyes to the side, hand stays in the air. All right, tighten that belly, bring yourself all the way back up. We're going to step to the back of the chair. Mountain again. Toes point to the back of the chair, chest is open. Couple big breaths. All right, give everything a nice little wiggle. We are going to come to the floor. I'm moving the chair out of the way just for video purposes. So we're going to come to the floor in constructive rest. So that means we're going to sit our bottoms down, feet stay on the floor, knees are bent. Okay, so let's do a little knee hug from here. So after you get settled down there, and by all means, at any point you need to adjust or shift, pause, and do what you need to do. So we're going to take and bring one of the knees, it happens to be my left, we're going to take one of the knees and hug it in towards our chest. For some reason, I always feel like I'm suffocating myself if I hug my knee. So it's better for me if I grab around the back and give it a little tug. All right, same leg, extend it long. Flex it if you can. And you might even want to give it a little pull towards your head, with the idea of the toes trying to come to the floor, but let's face it, none of us are doing that right now. All right, let that go, release the leg, and we'll do the other side. So, right knee comes into the chest, hug it in. Left knee is bent. And these couple stretches are really good for low back issues if you're very tight in the hips and low back. All right, so knee into the chest. We're going to extend the leg long and flex it. All right. Now we're going to give it a little tug towards the head with the idea of the toes towards the floor. All right, release that. Knee bends all the way down. All right, so let's do wind. Wind is where you pick up both feet, knees come into the chest, and you give them a little hug. You can also rock back and forth if you like. Sometimes that feels good for the low back. All right, let those feet come back down. We're going to do bound angles. So feet come together, toes touch, knees butterfly out to the side. And if it's a lot for you to do this, you can always put a blanket or a block or a pillow, since we're all stuck at home, a pillow underneath those knees. And adjust the feet. Do they need to be closer to your center or a little farther away? Whatever works for your hips most comfortably. All right, while we're in bound angle, let's work on our breath just for a moment. So, I have my hands rested on my ribs, and my fingers come across to my belly. Try and concentrate and bring the breath only to the chest. So it means it takes the movement out of the fingers. So when you inhale, as if you're trying to push your chest up and let the belly stay flat or relaxed, whatever you want to say that. All right, next exhale, just come to stillness, back to your normal breath. And we're going to do it just in our belly. So we want to try and push our fingers away on the inhales, and as very little movement in the chest. On your next exhale, just come back to your normal breath. On your next inhale, slowly bring your knees back up together. I'm going to stay in constructive rest for my corpse pose. You can switch it out, whichever you like. You can just extend legs long, arms out to the side. If you're doing corpse flat, please make sure that you're putting something underneath your knees so your low back is nice and safe. I'm going to stay in constructive rest, and I'm actually going to wiggle my feet out to the sides a little bit so that my knees come together. It's just more comfortable for me. If you have something for underneath your head, by all means, you can tuck it under there. Make sure you get comfortable. And then when you are, arms out to the side, a comfortable distance away from the body, palms up. Shoulders are relaxed down, eyes are closed. Back to your normal breath, but it's in and out through the nose. We always want to try and control our breath and use it as a guide. When we get upset, we start to pant. We can usually get a hold of ourselves, or at least things a little bit more controllable with our emotions from situations going on in the world, family issues, whatever it may be. We can always come back to our breath. So just laying here, try to clear your mind. It's a difficult thing to do. If it helps for you to picture a chalkboard, that whatever's on there is being erased off, or a whiteboard, markers being wiped away, a dark space, a corner, the stars, as in the sky, like a dark sky or even a blue sky. Whatever works for you to clear your mind and just focus on one little thing. Technically, this is meditation. It's hard for a lot of people. Work with what you got. Try the best you can. And let's clear our minds. So let's picture ourselves in a park. A nice rustic bench. The warmth of the sun on your skin. The softness of the spring grass under your feet. Little bird chirps in the background. Feel a gentle breeze across your face. Feeling peaceful and calm. Slowly coming back, wiggling fingers and toes, gently rocking head from side to side if you need to wake up a little bit more. And when you're ready, you can bring hands in front of your heart. Peace, peace, peace. Peace for ourselves, peace for family and friends, and peace for our world. Namaste. When you're ready, you can roll to your right side and slowly come up. Have a great day. Bye, ladies.